Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zuby and welcome to Zuby Coco. In today's video I'll be showing you how I achieved this very nice crop circle top. For this top I used 3.5 yards of fabric and I cut it like a circle in a way that I'll cut a circle, but I added 3-inch extra for the armhole measurement. So if you want to see how I achieved this top, stick around to the end of the video. If you find it useful, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel please, and I'll see you in my next video. This is the fabric I'm using, is it Aviva fabric. So I'm going to fold it the first time and then I'll fold it the second time. So this is just a sample. I wasn't able to show you guys when I was doing it on the fabric, so I'm just using a hair tie to show you how I do this. So after this I'll go ahead and draft my pattern. I'm going to draft the pattern like a regular skirt pattern, a circle skirt pattern, but I'll be adding 2 inches for the armhole and then the depth will be 3 inches. Then I would mark the curve, like I'll just do a slight curve just like I'm doing now. So that will be the armhole, and then we'll cut out the top length measurement. My top length was 12 inches just because I didn't have a lot of fabric I was working with. Once I'm done with that, I'll just cut open the side of the fabric, because at this point everything is still going to be on fold. There's no opening at the side. So once I'm done, I'll just place the front pieces and the back pieces, right side facing right side. All of the necklines are different, so it's just the front and the back are going to be the same measurement. If you want the front to be a little bit shaped inward, you can also go ahead and shape it inward separate from the back. So here I'm just going ahead to fold in the bottom hem of the top after I've overlocked it on my overlocking machine. After I'm done hemming the bottom, it's time to finish up the armhole of the top. I'll be using a bias tape to finish up the armhole of the top. So I'll just fold the bias tape together and place on the armhole just like I'm showing you now, and I'll stitch it all the way around. So we'll fold the bias tape together, the raw edges of the bias tape together, and place on the armhole and place on the armhole and stitch together. Once you're done stitching the bias to the armhole, we'll just give it a trim off the seam allowance to make that place less bulky. Then we'll flip it over and stitch. I use this method because I didn't want the stitch lines to be as bold as if I use the bias tape the way it should be. I wanted the stitch line to be very tiny, like 1/4 of an inch, as against 1/2 of an inch once you are done attaching your bias to your surface of the fabric. The armhole looked like once I was done with it. The next phase is for us to make the spaghetti straps. Now these spaghetti straps, it wasn't difficult, but it would have been easier if I had a loop turner, but I'll be showing you how I did the spaghetti straps without a loop turner. First of all, you cut out the length of your straps, and the width I'll be using is 1 inch. So I cut out the length of my straps by 1 inch width. Then I took it to my machine and stitched down 1/4 of an inch to the other side. Like I use my machine foot to determine how wide my straps will be. So my machine foot was just on the tip of the spaghetti straps, and then the needle determined how wide my straps were. So here it was 1/4 of an inch, and then I trimmed a little bit of the excess seam allowance. So I took a needle and placed it in the fabric, took the blunt side of the needle and passed through the tunnel or whatever this is, passed through the loop, yeah, this is a loop. So once I was done, I tried to pull it out once I was done, but it wasn't, coming out the way I wanted because the loop was very tiny. So I went ahead and used this picker, or you can use any sharp object, and just try to help pushing the end so that you can easily pull it out. So this is what it looked like. So once I was done, I went ahead and took a final measurement of what I wanted my straps to be, and I think mine was 10 inches in total for the front and back. So here I'm just attaching the straps to the front neckline, and I'll place a bias on it and stitch over. So I'm placing the bias and I'm stitching the loop. The spaghetti strap is under the bias, and then I'll use it to finish off the neckline. Once I got to the end, I flipped it over as well, and then I stitched. So the essence of flipping it over is so that you have a nice finish, you don't have the raw edges sticking out on your neckline. So I also went ahead and gave it a trim to make that area less bulky, and I'll be flipping over my bias tape to give a top stitch. So here I'll just flipping over my bias tape, and then I'll be giving a top stitch. You can see here I've already secured the spaghetti straps at that point, and I'll do the same for the other point as well. So we're going to do the same process for the back.